Nobody can hear us yet. Apparently they can hear us now. Oh, hi, there we go. Hi, everybody.
Excellent.
My name's OPT Lawyer, joining me in commentary is Duster, and we've been talking for this entire time, and no one's heard us. Hi. So, Max Rando flags. Go us. We had a little discussion about what we thought was going to happen early on, but we've already passed that point. Yunos just finding a trophy here. Yeah, so we started off with boots, glove, and flute, which is kind of a nice set. Gives us exploration of most of the entire overworld outside of finding the raft. Looks like Link's
in Death Mountain.
Oh yes. Trails has found his way to Middow, which I missed if we did not find a spell there. I missed if we found the actual. I saw somebody grabbing the spell. I didn't see what it was.
So yes, we have had a couple players pick up a spell from Saria. I want to say it was Spell. Can anyone confirm that for us?
Vonky's in. I think that's level 1. Yeah, it's definitely gotta be level 1, right? I didn't see the entrance, but I see the pillars. They do have downstab. The nice thing about starting with the jump spell is that once you found Middow, you immediately got downstab, so...
Assuming it wasn't started with just as part of the Max Rando flags.
Oh, that's a good point, right.
But I do believe we saw them actually get it, otherwise you would say something about not being able to teach them anything.
No problem. And so let's see how much experience they... Oh,
so yes, just to confirm, that is definitely Palace 1.
Oh my god. That's all 3 color iron knuckles! That is not cool, game.
Not quite the troll I had in mind, but
no.
Hey, fun to see.
Rocky wisely skipping the blue one because no one wants to fight a blue iron knuckle this early. As Unos is
Nobody
also
wants to fight one end game.
I mean, this is true, but no one wants to fight one ever. Funky's already found the Palace 1 boss. This is
Unos right behind him. And Link's taking a death in Teabag Cave, trying to get the trophy.
Oh, Trails just found himself the magic key.
Certainly makes palaces easier.
And it does.
Now here's the question, do they use a gem this early knowing there's only 3? Looks like Unos will, in fact.
It looks like I think he... No! He's thinking. He did it. Looked like he was gonna not, but, no, he's gonna go with we just need to get these 3 gems placed as quickly as possible and get out.
He definitely has the skill to do that. I know a lot of players, myself included, would not be comfortable entering Great Palace at anything less than 555.
With 555, I wouldn't enter Great Palace. I was like 667 or something like that. Which, by the way, we just found Great Palace. It seems pretty close to the start, or at least on the starting continent. So, theoretically speaking, we would not have to go on the east if we found all the right stuff here.
Well, if Great Palace is on west, that means that we can only place 2 gems on west.
Oh, that's
so
right.
We definitely do need to go to east for at least
Math.
Palace.
I can do basic math.
It looks like Unos is in Trophy Cave.
Yeah. Oh, that's a point bag. I'll get a couple levels up. Oh, nice. So Vlaki's back in level 1. Looks like he's actually going to hunt down the item in here, I think.
Not a bad idea. It's a quick and easy find, even if you have to full clear one, just because it's so short.
Right.
No telling what spell items we may need yet. Certainly want heart containers.
Yeah, having 2 is, you know, while it's better than having 1, it's, you know, I still like to have a couple at least. Nothing worse than getting one shot by Thunderbird. Trails has found Medicine Cave.
And he took a brief nap, but he's back.
And that right there, what Trails is going through is exactly why I don't understand how people can do this stuff without candles. Like, this is incredible to me that people actually do this normally.
It just took me a few seats without candle to learn how to do that. Now, doing it 1-1-2 with 2 heart containers, that blows my mind.
Right. Then there's oh, we found the kid. A lost child in Medicine Cave.
So that unlocks the spell in Darunia. And we also have the trophy, which would be Rudo.
Unos has found Magic Container Cave. I don't know what cave Link is in. Well, that's a Death Mountain cave, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe he has found Hammer Cave.
Oh yes, that is Hammer Cave. Speaking of Hammer Cave, Unos has found the hammer in Magic Container Cave.
Oh, a very generous seed thus far. Guess we're just gonna see if the 2 heart containers plays into anything, if they're even able to find any more.
Okay, so Unos just found level 5 and immediately left.
Do not blame him there.
No.
So at this point, the biggest potential roadblock I'm seeing is the raft, which could be in Spectacle Rock, but it is actually in 1.
Nice. Link taking an unfortunate death in Hammer Cave. It means he's going to have to find his way all the way back there again. Which it looks like
Trail's now in
right
Heart
there.
Container Cave.
Oh, we got Fairy. Fairy out of Rudo, or Trophy Town, if you want to be silly about it.
Trail's getting shredded by Agria, which is a scene all too familiar to me.
Indeed. Funky getting taking a death to a Goma, I think that's called. Oh, it was using the pause stress beautifully. Look at that.
Definitely showing why he's one of the top 3 players.
Oh, okay, that's what Funky was doing. He was looking around for anything that would get him that next attack level. He's at attack level 3, which is going to be the highest one we've got on screen.
I believe Trails picked up a pea bag from Heart Container Cave. I am having some slight stream skipping issues, so bear with me here.
I believe that's what it was too. Oh, and Unos just found himself a 500-point bag.
Quick refresh, looks like I'm in good shape now.
Looks like Unos is in Heart Container Cave?
That would be correct.
Just to explain to everybody, we do have 12 people in this race. We all have these 4 on stream, and then 8 others who are not. Well, all racers playing the same seed. Yeah, that's all. Oh, Lynx has found the back end of Saria. So without knowing Bagu, he won't be able to do anything, or since he's actually already been there, I don't think he needs to do anything there at all, so.
Yeah, I do believe both ends of Saria are easily accessible, so
yeah.
Bagu will not come into play.
It's always disappointing when you find one and then immediately find the other and be like, oh, well, that's useless.
It's even worse when they're right next to each other, as we've seen in a few seeds here and there.
So Unos has found his way to Medicine Cave, so he's going to be picking up his child here.
So Alan in chat pointing out it's the business end of Saria. I've always called it Saria's so there we go.
Gotcha. So right now we've got Jump Fairy and Spell. Those will be the only 3 spells we'll be able to get on this side of the continent for now, unless somebody finds the Water of Life someplace, which doesn't look like it wants to be found anywhere around here, but we still got a few places to look.
Did we see what was in Death Mountain's Hammer Cave?
No, we have not.
Okay, so I'm showing P-Bag in Trophy Cave, P-Bag in Heart Container Cave, Kid in Medicine Cave, Magic Key on Grass Tile, and Raft in 1.
So, we don't know what is in the Death Mountain area yet, but Unos and Trails are the only 2 who could go in there and get both items out of there right now, as they have the hammer.
And even then, it's likely they'll want to not go there unless it's absolutely necessary.
I mean, who wants to go to Death Mountain? I'm just chuckling to myself. Every single person has gone into Palace 5, they walk up to the statue, confirm it's Palace 5, and just turn around and leave.
Yeah, there's nothing fun about Palace 5.
There isn't. It's
single thing.
It's really long, it's large, and the boss is pretty difficult if you don't know the exact way to kill him, because he hurts a lot. He would probably one-shot all 4 of our runners right now.
Oh, definitely, even at Life 4.
Yeah.
I'm thinking probably at Life 6, maybe even 7.
Wait,
but we do have Trails going into 5.
Yeah, he did go into 5, didn't he? Oh, never mind then. Trails is the brave one that stepped up to the plate and said, okay, I'm going into 5.
And Link 7's is playing in Death Mountain, so maybe we just don't know what the hell we're talking about.
Well, there's a reason I'm sitting here. I don't know about you. I'm sitting here because I don't know a darn thing about this stupid thing. He knows just going through 1 again. He must be looking for the item here too. Oh, because yeah, he doesn't have the raft. He's got nothing else to do except this and or Death Mountain or go into 5. But what's the other palace in here? This continent? Oh, Great Palace. Right, so.
We have 1 Great Palace and 5 on West. The raft is in 1. I'm curious why Trails wouldn't go looking there first, but maybe he just hasn't found it yet?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen him. Yeah, I mean, he hasn't beaten Horsehead yet, so yeah, he must not have found it. Because with the magic key, the moment you go and you see 1, I mean, you might as well go beat it, because there's no blocks in 1 outside of keys.
And even then, if I see 1, I'll usually hop in and just see if I can get through it without any unlocking device and just hope I can find him on the way.
Right. I think 7's picking up his magic key. Interesting that Unos is the only one that hasn't found that yet.
I just think where he's going, he won't need a magic key.
Well, Trail's taking a death in this room earlier due to those stupid magic bubbles. Oof.
Yes, of all the Zelda games, I believe this is my least favorite iteration of the bubbles.
Oh my gosh. Well, Trails is gonna go back in.
Definitely
Nope.
persistent.
Nope, he's out.
Pardon.
He said no. Unos here gonna pick up his raft. Yay. And immediately save and quit. There you go. He's up.
So I fully suspect we'll see Unos go east now. Looks like he is beelining to the tile.
Yep.
Well, got Trails in Trophy Cave, and Link 7's picking up the hammer in Magic Container Cave.
Unos has found this town. Let's see. It's
That is Darunia,
Runia. Yep.
also known lovingly in the community as Denver.
Okay, I've not heard that one before. Interesting. Oh, Unos! What? Nice.
I just want to point out that that is a pixel-perfect jump.
Yes, that is. That was impressive. Trails is now making his way through Death Mountain. Oh, we do have a cave blocked off by the hammer here.
Yes, that was Heart Container Cave.
Okay, that's Heart Container Cave. Okay, yeah, you're right. Mess up, you idiot. That's hilarious.
And Unos about to turn the kid in. See what he gets here.
For the old man that only knows one spell. Thunder! No!
Well, for all intents and purposes, Unos is, how they say, full-on Dig Shake. Hopping on into Valley of Death. See what palace we've got waiting there.
Good old Valley of Death. Death Valley, or whichever it is. Let's take a death there, but so we still yet to find a Heart Container.
Because with this flag set, it's entirely possible that that's all there is.
Vonky found the candle someplace. I missed that.
As did I.
Oh, Uno's doing this is called Fairy Feet, I think?
That is correct.
Oh, so
Very
we've got...
similar to Zelda's 1 screen wrap, where it's just a 1-tap frame, or 1-frame tap, rather.
Right. Yeah, so, Uno's has found either 3 or 6. Not sure which this is yet.
So we have a teabag in Spectacle Rock, also known as Alcatraz.
I think, is this 3? I think this room's in both. Oh, nice.
I believe it's only in 3.
Okay, so this is 3.
That is something I should know right off, but I still have issues.
Gosh. So, most of these jump Unos is making are just, like, insane, knowing that it takes me forever to actually make those. I believe that was a blue iron knuckle that just walked off the side of the... Okay, so...
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it's really nice when the enemies just decide to, you know, to just kill themselves.
Well, in a low gem seed, you're generally wanting to get as much experience as you can, since you're not going to be able to take advantage of all 6 gems, so it's not always nice. But he does find the item in 3, and takes a death pixel before it becomes visible. And it's just a pea bag.
Well, that's unfortunate.
But Link 7's taking another game over in Hammer Cave.
That's rough.
And Bonky coming across what we must be 6, with a very Pepto-Bismol palette to it. Can't say I blame it, Barba gives me indigestion too.
Right. Una's taking the elevator down in this room here now. Since this is, I think, the only deviation he could make before. It looks like Valky's now going to be looking for the items here on Maze Island. Oh, we found one. I believe the other one
seem to be about 10 seconds behind on stream here. I'll refresh here momentarily.
We found a heart container.
Excellent.
Where the child would normally be, there is a heart container. And we'll let everybody else think of your own reasons for that. On a magic container. So, Maze Island is the place to bump up your wells, as it were. Life and your magic well. Those are the first 2 containers we've actually found in the entire game. And oh my gosh, that is definitely pink. Uno's taking a game over there in level 3.
Luckily, level 3 only has 14 rooms, so that's not too big of a deal, but it always sucks to lose time.
Right. Meanwhile, Vonky is making his way through level 6. Now, with a 3-gem seed, do you just try to skip level 6, or do you go into it like this?
I would very likely be skipping it. I'd probably just do 1, 2, and 3. But we have not found 2, so it may be quicker to knock out 6 and just ignore even looking for 2.
Oh,
And it's a pea bag and hammer cave.
oh, Trails, I'm so sorry.
So I believe the only place he has left to look is the item in 1, which we know is where it's at.
Yeah. Oh, I feel so bad. He finally got there. He ferried all the way over there, and he didn't even get to use it.
Even if he had, let's be real, it would have been
Yeah.
an up-A situation.
I didn't see what his experience was at. He may have been able to get all level out of it.
That's a good point.
Oh, that is a very not fun encounter on Trail's side there. I've not seen that one yet. The Red Daria and the, whatever the heck the other guy was. Window's taking another death there. These look like some very difficult rooms, though. Especially considering how many big enemies there are inside this one. Holy crap.
Right? Only having 2 heart containers is absolutely no picnic either.
Not at all, but we made it to the boss.
It's like Vonky is in Naburu, another free spell town. We'll see when they get there. And it is the fire spell.
Let's see what it's tied to. We don't know.
With no indication there. It could be thunder, could be the spell, could be jump. I don't believe he jumped at all.
Oh, the Alan Heffley, our tracker, pointed it out to us that we've actually found a 4th heart container that was in level 6. I didn't notice he picked one up.
Ah, good to know.
So Maze Island is apparently the place to be if you want more health. And want to scour through level 6 for some odd reason, but there you go.
As E-Tap pointing out, I did actually mean reflect, because we've seen jump.
Right. It couldn't be right, yeah. Because if it was jump, casting jump would have also casted fire.
Correct.
But I'm sure it wasn't linked to jump because he used it and then jumped and it wasn't any higher, so...
I did miss that he had actually jumped.
Well, there's that candle. Uno's just found it.
Looks like that is one of the P-Bag caves on East.
Monkey's going into level 4. Probably just to see if he can find the item really quick, because obviously he cannot beat this place without the reflect spell. Though he does have that fire spell, I think. Did I see that right?
Yes. He could be banking on that being reflect, and maybe he's confirmed it. But more likely, I suspect he's just looking for some heart container. He has an item.
There we go. Trails has found his raft.
Having full cleared west, yes, he finally did it.
I believe Link Sevens has found himself a P-Bag cave on the east. Could be wrong.
Yes, he has.
Okay, good. Well, is Ivanki not going up there for the 1-up? I don't understand why you wouldn't want the 1-up. Oh, right, because it's a 1-up. They're kind of useless. Funky finding like 2 of those dead end rooms so far.
Yeah, it's not a valid run if you go into 4 and don't find all 3 of them.
Oh, okay. I'll remember that.
Much like the fake boss room in 2.
Oh, yes. Oh, Unos has found Kasuto. And being told that's just his opinion, he gets reflect. Well, I'm pretty sure that's just going to put him in full dig shake mode.
Yeah, but as good as he is, I suspect he definitely wants more health containers, and he has found the other P-Bag cave on East. And Bonky about to claim the item in 4, which is another P-Bag.
So, if I understand it correctly, the 500-point P-Bag replaces any item that you either start with or has been removed from the game.
That is correct.
AKA, if there's only a maximum of 4 heart containers, wherever else there would supposed to be a heart container would just be a 500-point P-Bag.
That's absolutely correct, and I believe we have found 6 so far. So when you factor in the 4 items they started with and 6 potential additional heart containers, it's not looking very good for having a good amount of health going into GP.
No.
Finding the water tile.
Magic
container.
Well, that will help him get the item out of New Casino if you ever find that. Alright, Vanki is, he's either really certain that fire is linked to reflect, or it is! Fire is linked to reflect. He must have confirmed that elsewhere, but...
And Unos finding 2. I suspect he's going to go place his last gem and probably go make an attempt on GP.
Potentially.
Link Sevens is diving on into Pepto 6 there.
I did not know that bottle existed. Thank you, Unos. Talk about game knowledge. Holy crap. I learned something new today.
It's definitely worthwhile watching all of our racers play. You can just learn so much just watching. Yeah, Unos definitely one of the best in the world. Right behind the man, Dig Shake himself, I believe.
Oh, Marky has found himself a new Kasuto.
Oh, we do require 7 containers for the item.
My goodness.
Not much fun. Especially considering it's probably just the 8th container behind there. Looks like Trails is in the cave that's gonna get him the candle.
I missed what spell Donkey just put.
It was the life spell.
Well, I mean, you know, he's got 4 heart containers. He can actually take a few hits, and now he's got life. So there you go.
That means Mito has shield by process of elimination, so not much sense in worrying about that. Then again, low health containers, maybe it's worth it.
Yeah. I don't necessarily think that would be more worth it than life, considering, again, you're gonna just die in like 5 hits as it is. Or, I'm sorry, like 2 hits as it is.
That may be true, but I'd still like to see how much health life recovers. It can be anywhere between 1 and 5 in this flag set.
It's also true. Because this flag set is basically, if it could be random, it basically is. I do not believe this is a shortened Great Palace, right? It's a full Great Palace random mix.
In this flag set, it is a short one.
It is short? Oh, okay, good. Thank goodness for that.
Minos taking down Helmet Head, gonna place his last gem.
As you said, there it is, gem number 3 for Unos, so he's going to... I think he's just going to beeline for Great Palace then? You think so, or you think he's going to look around a little bit more?
Looks like he's gonna look around a little bit. I don't blame him, but if anyone could do GP at this level, he's one of them.
And he decided not to go into New Casino.
Guess he really wanted that attack level.
Oh, okay, well, that makes sense. Maybe he's planning to get whatever's here and save and quit and go to Great Palace regardless.
That could be. It's right there, no reason to not just hop in real quick and hope for a container. Trails on Maze Island. For his sake, I'm hoping he picks up the containers and goes into 6 and gets the item.
Just keep getting pausing yourself in midair like that. It's hilarious. Yeah, save and quit. He's out.
Another P bag. So we can only potentially have a max of 5 heart containers on this, I believe. No, I'm doing my math wrong.
Volky going through, I think that's 5. Unos is assaulting Great Palace, having not found any other heart containers.
Well, as I said, if anyone can, he's definitely able.
Indeed. So a shortened Great Palace removes I forget exactly how many, but it removes a lot of the rooms out of Great Palace that only have like 2 exits, basically one in one direction and one in the opposite direction. Basically, I would almost call them filler rooms because you're not going to do anything other than come out one side and go through.
Yeah, I forget the exact count of the number of rooms it does remove, but that's pretty much it. And if you save and quit, I don't think you do get to keep your experience even while it's filling. Unless that just happened and I missed it.
Yeah, I didn't.
But that would seem like a glitch to me.
Trails is falling down level 6 there. Donkey is finding out how wonderful level 5 is with all of those. Oh my gosh.
Who knows, with a quick up A, restarting GP again.
Must have found a dead end pretty quickly.
Yeah, must have if he's heading left first. As that orange bird knight flies right into his sword.
I really feel like it's worth pointing out that we are only 44 minutes into this seed, and we already have one person in Grand Palace. Great Palace.
This has definitely been a very generous seed. You know, aside from the heart container situation.
Right, except for, you know, it giving you no life for the most part. Unless you visited Maze Island and trekked through level 6, apparently. Which Trails is going to find his second heart container.
So yeah, I believe I actually was correct in that if every other item that can be a heart container is, we will wind up with a max of 5. Because I am tracking everything from memory, and if I missed anything, that could be off.
Right. So Vanki has defeated level 2.
That will be his third gem.
So my guess is he'll probably just go right into level under Great Palace. I would think, anyway.
That would be my guess, especially with a quick up A like that.
In the Great Palace with attack level 4. Can't be too excited about that prospect, I would assume.
Only ever done that one time, and I wound up withdrawing from that seed because I just lacked the skill.
Aw. All the other runners on screen have found at least one heart container. Link 7's maybe finding a second here. Meanwhile, Unos has trekked through this game with his 2 heart containers and liked it.
Monkey trekking through Saria. I guess that would be a shortcut to GP, come to think of it.
interesting. I know we've seen like both sides. Oh my gosh, Una's found Link already. Well, we've gained Uno's. Assuming nothing insane happens here. And, nope. Uno's has finished this race with an official SRL time of 48 minutes and 32 seconds. Oh my goodness. Well, freaking done, Uno's.
Absolutely. Very GG to them.
G indeed. So, Thunderbird not required.
Clearly not. We will be joined by Unos here momentarily.
Time being, we've got Bonky inside of Great Palace as well. Oh, I see what Bonky's doing. He's trying to kill the bird. Let him
Not
jump
bad
up into a sword.
with the life situation.
Dude, Unos! Welcome! So, who needs any silly heart containers, right? Can't hear you if you're talking.
I wouldn't have minded to find one, but yeah, I guess don't really need them.
So, we found two so far. One was on Maze Island, the other was inside level 6.
Well, it exists, cool.
That's also on Maze Island, so...
Well, that's good.
So, I don't even know what to really say about this scene. You just crushed this thing.
I could have crushed it a lot harder. You know, P1, 2, and 3, obvious choices. Not, you know, I went into Valley Death, I didn't know it would be there, but it's like Palace 3. I was like, yeah, Palace 3, this is what I want. And it turned out to actually be slightly difficult.
It did, didn't it?
I mean, I game over it a couple times in there.
Yes,
But
you
again,
did.
it's P3. And that's why you pick P3, because it's one of the shortest.
It was P3 with a lot of blue iron knuckles.
Yeah, and they didn't die in one hit to Thunder, which was, didn't make it any easier.
Oh.
Never a good time when that's the case.
Yep, and, I was getting, you know, P7, I was getting a little concerned, because, you know, you go right, and there are two dead ends right away, and then it's left, and so it turns out to be really linear, and then you see the room that Bonky's been in. I can see him on the restream now, so it means, you know, they have like 15 seconds ago for you guys, probably.
Right.
Right, but that room, I was like, oh no.
Right?
Like, one more of these rooms, and I might not be able to, like, I might end up on a game over train.
Yeah, did you ever find the life spell? I know we found it. I don't remember if it was you or someone.
I did. I did find the life spell, and I never once used it.
There you go. And you have Link 7's actually fighting Goma in Palace 5. It was interesting because everybody found Palace 5 early and everyone did the exact same thing when they discovered it was level 5. They left.
Yeah, that's the wise choice.
Right, exactly. But, gosh, outside of finding the raft in 1, I don't think anyone had to do too much in the way of item hunting. I feel like everything was pretty findable. Like, rather easily for.
Yeah, the overworld didn't seem too difficult either.
No.
It was very easy to find palaces. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think you didn't explore Death Mountain much, did you?
No, I was waffling for a moment between going to Death Mountain for 2 item chances and going to P1 for 1 to look for that raft, but then I never went to Death Mountain.
Well, Hammer Cave had a P bag.
Yeah.
I don't think we ever figured out what Spectacle Rock had.
Spectacle Rock also had a P bag.
Oh, did? Oh, yeah. So, yeah, good call on not going to Death Mountain.
Yeah, it really should have been an easy call to make. P1 has a finite number of rooms, and it's not that bad. Like, you don't know Death Mountain.
Death Mountain can just be a massive pain in the rear end.
You could be looking through 40 cave entrances trying to find the one cave that actually goes to where the Hammer Cave is. Who knows?
Yeah. Or more frustratingly, trying to find that stupid rock someplace.
Yeah, you know, when you get a hammer like we had, and it was like the only item besides the raft I found on the Western continent, I thought, yeah, I mean, the Spectacle Rock is often easy to find, or easy to at least like visually locate and decide if you want to find it. And I didn't even see it. I popped my head into Death Mountain, 2 different doors, and now it's like, nope, never mind.
Right.
We have Bonky coming up to Dark Link now. Link 7's took down Guma.
But you did also find the magic key on the Western continent, the grass plot.
Right.
Which, I mean, that's always a handy thing to have.
Yeah, it is handy. We have, you know, the fairy spell is also on the west, but obviously it's better to not spend magic.
Oh, yeah.
So Bonky has finished. Official SRL time, 55 minutes and 2 seconds. Also an incredible time.
Absolutely. So, yay, Thunderbird not required. Always a good day when you don't have to see that guy.
I was kind of looking forward to fighting it, but I might not have been if I didn't perform well.
GG, Jonas.
Hey, good game, Bonky.
Okay, good game, man.
So, how underprepared did you go in?
The only things I used there were my 2 heart containers, the jump spell, and the thunder spell.
Oh, you got thunder? I never got thunder. I was a little bit worried when I dove in, but then I saw you dot and I was like, oh, it's Juno, so we don't need thunder.
Excellent.
So I was actually really happy to see you dot. I was like, oh, dot done already? That means no Thunderbird, thank God.
It's hilarious because he actually found thunder.
I didn't find thunder. I found everything else with spells. I think
Irundia?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's right.
I think I got it. I went in a little bit over prepared though, because I had 4 heart containers, life 7, so I think I spent a little bit too much time searching for items I probably didn't even need. But 2 heart containers? No, I never would have made that. I'm still too rusty to do that.
So, Vanki, when did you figure out that fire was linked to reflect? Because we didn't know that until you went into the fight against the boss.
Well, I cast it, and it didn't give me jump, it didn't change my tunic color, it didn't heal me. I tried it on a mobs, and it wasn't thunder, so I guessed, well, it could either be reflect or it could be spell. Let's just gamble.
Gotcha, okay.
So yeah, I was...
Some of the confirmation process.
If I had a webcam and I got to Karok, you should have seen my face when it was reflect. Oh, I was so happy.
I believe that.
But yeah, I actually never expected to come in second. But...
Well, you did a very good job with the seed.
How many people went to, I don't know if you watched all, how many people dove 1 for the item after the fast boss?
Well, we only have 4 people on stream here, and
Did you go for the item in 1 Unos right away?
No.
I did. I killed the boss, and I was like, okay, let's go, we'll find another thing. And then I found the any key and I headed straight back to get the item. And when I saw it was the raft, I was like, okay, that can work in my advantage. Fast boss, nobody's going likely to go back in.
So
Yeah.
on stream here, I think Trails is the only one that did not dive that. He's the one that went into Death Mountain, found both pea bags, and then he went to 1. So that
Yeah.
gamble did not pay off for him.
Yeah, it was unfortunate, but yeah, he spent a lot of time going through Death Mountain, which, as we found out, only has 2 pea bags.
Oh, that's painful. Well, at least for experience-wise, it might be in his benefit, but I think heading east with the chance of 500 P bags is a lot better of a payoff.
Absolutely. Not to mention any progression you can get there.
Yeah, when I found Palace 4, I was really happy that it was Reflect, and the last Palace I found, I was kind of happy it was 2. Maybe made a little mistake there trying to over-prepare myself, trying to look for the item in there, but my idea was, okay, if I find the item in there, it might be the kit or the medicine, you know, and I might need Thunder, so I spent a little bit of time exploring Palace 2, but then I went to GP and just prayed to God and saw Yunus that done, and that made me feel a lot better, so. The only palace I didn't find was 3, and I guess that was on Death Valley then?
Yeah. Yep. Death Valley was Palace 3.
Yeah, I did take a little peek inside Palace 6 though, without Fairy, and I was like, maybe I can find Barba quick. Then it would be a long fight, but I was like, if I don't do it, then I might end up regretting it in the Eastern continent when palaces are too hard or too hard to reach, so. I don't know. I think overall I did really well. I might have been a little bit over-prepared and made a few mistakes, bad judgment calls, but overall I'm happy with my performance.
Yeah, 2nd place is definitely something to be proud of.
With people who are currently racing this, yes, I am very happy with the results.
Oh,
There are
thanks.
a lot of good players in this race at the moment.
I think Sevens has decided to look at one of those false wall rooms there to see if he could. I think he's looking for a fairy of some kind. Didn't find one.
I don't know. Does he have life? Does Link have life?
I don't think he does.
So Yunus, how did you get past that room, the honeycomb room with the blue chicken right at the entrance?
The first time I tried to thunder it and then I died. The second time he just gave me the room to get through him and I jumped through, I think. I don't remember.
Yeah, I think I passed him right away. I had pretty low HP and I was really lucky that I could dodge him.
Yeah, that you just
Did
get lucky
you,
sometimes.
the Eon drop? There was you could go right. I think that was one of those rooms with a blue chicken and an elevator, and I decided, okay, let's not go there. And then there was that other room, when if you enter from the right, you actually need ferry to get on the Crubble Bridge. Did you find that one?
Oh no, I didn't find that one.
I saw that room and I was like, that's not something you see every day, and an elevator up there, that's not good.
That's a good one.
And a quick couple updates for off-stream. We have Rose City Saint placing 3rd place, 1 hour, 57 seconds. And Thurwolf claiming 4th, 1 hour, 1 minute, and 54 seconds.
Very nice. Yeah, so, Link there had gone into that that false wall shoot room to look for resources when you have a Grand Palace that's like this, like a particular challenge. It's good to know everything that you have available and where everything goes. Even if you're going to game over on this continue, that way the next time through you can route. You've got a better idea of how to route your resources, what you have available to get through the rooms that are going to be a challenge. I think Link will be a little bit better prepared this time, knowing what he doesn't have available.
I was actually surprised I ended up with life 7. I did not expect that.
Yeah, I had the choice between taking attack 5 and life 7.
I actually did.
I took attack 5. I think that
Yeah, go ahead.
I think that Life 7 might have been a better choice. Not even in hindsight, but like, you know, with 2 heart containers, difference between Life 6 and Life 7 could be like whether or not you get one shot.
Let's see what levels I had. I don't remember. I had 4, 5, 7.
Nice. Yeah, those, and Magic 5 was a good, like, a nice boost, and it was like, okay, that's a stopping point for Magic.
Yeah, I had the same. I really didn't care too much about attack. I mean, shoot Thunderbird, be quiet. I had Life 7. Okay, attack 3 is gonna be slow, but I can do it. I think my last level actually was attack. I don't even remember.
I think Sevens is having some very big difficulties with one of those blue bird knights.
Yeah, the one in the honeycomb room. It's a really annoying room to have a blue bird chasing you.
I mean, those waffle rooms are pretty annoying in the first place, but yeah.
At least we didn't have any fun rooms. I didn't have
man.
fairies, so if I saw fun rooms, I would have been so sad.
Okay, so for the uninitiated, what do you mean by fun room?
It's a room with a crumbled bridge, and then a platform, and a gap, and another platform.
Oh,
And-
the one with the drop in the center.
No, that's the Eon room.
Right. Oh,
There's another
right.
room, the fun room, which is basically a room with death. Everything flies
Oh.
at you, the crumbled bridge, the
Oh,
bird
yeah,
knights jumping.
okay.
Yeah.
I know which room you're talking about now.
Link just entered one from.
Yeah, Link.
He decided, nah, let's not do the fun room.
No, he's
Those
going
are
back
rooms. Those rooms, you really don't want to see those.
up. Right.
Oh, he's going through it.
Oh,
Let's
and a spicy chicken there.
Yep, this is one of the.
Oh, here we go.
This is a very annoying one.
And
Right.
that's why it's a fun room.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
And up, there he goes.
The enemies
Very
that can
good,
get into
yeah.
it.
It's
Fireballs,
it's
fire-
always the worst one.
Yeah, it's there are 99% of the times there are bagus flying at you, fireballs. If you're really unlucky, a spicy chicken in the way. So yeah, if you have fairy for a fun room, that's really good.
Trail's about to place his last gem. Suspect he'll be straight off to GP after this.
Also going the fire reflect direction, I believe.
What else is
judging by
complete, by the way,
costumes.
Yunus? I see, Yunus, you finished 1, 2, and 3.
Yep. Jonas just went right down the list. Unintentionally, according to him, he just happened to find them all. He's like, huh?
Wow, I see that Link did 5 and 6.
Yeah. Link's apparently decided to do the 2 hardest dungeons.
Well, not necessarily hardest. They can be very tricky and complex, but
Largest, I should say. Normally.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Honestly, I think I'd take 6 over 4 any day, so...
Really?
oh,
yeah.
no. If I can avoid 5 like the plague, I will.
Oh, 5 I'll absolutely avoid, but I
So
think
why
I'd
is
prefer
that?
6 to 4.
Really? Why is that? Just out of curiosity.
Well, 5 basically is very big, has a lot of ways to go, and usually is even more complex than Grand Palace when you set it on small difficulty, so that's why I tend to avoid 5.
Right, I get 5, but I'm wondering why 4 over 6, or 6 over 4.
That's a good question. I'd rather do 4.
I
On the
don't know,
other hand,
4
6
I just have such terrible luck with. I always find all 3 dead ends.
Oh, I
always
found
puts
them
me
as
more
well.
stupid.
I did get a little bit of experience out of 6 though. Those 2 Reba necks gave me 1k experience.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's one thing I was going to bring up is the experience you can get from 6. Usually makes it worth it when you don't have all 6 gems.
Ooh, Link really is having trouble in the waffle room again.
Oh, so that's actually a good point. I didn't even think about the experience gains being positive over not jumping into another palace. That's interesting. I like it.
I think the more experienced players don't really care too much about experience in palaces. They just come and they take it as it comes. I mean, with low heart containers, you do a little bit of management for life, but if you start with like 6, 5, or 4 heart containers, even life is not that big of an issue. My strategy is usually take magic until like I cast fairy or thunder and then take life.
Yeah, I think a reason for avoiding Palace 6 would, the number one reason to be inability to cast Fairy multiple times in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. There's so many factors that go into deciding what to dive and what not to dive, at least for me.
Same goes for 5. There's like 2 rooms where fairy is required, so you really don't want to see them if you need fairy to get through doors.
Trails now entering GP.
Yeah, and Life 6 was a one-shot for 2 heart containers against a bird, like bird's body damage.
Yeah,
See
that's another thing. If you bop into a bird, it does more damage than the actual beam he does. So if you have to take damage, take a damage from a beam and not from the bird itself.
So what you're saying are bird hugs are best hugs.
Yeah, they hug you really tight.
But not quite as hard as they'll stab you.
Right.
Well, the beam swords of the birds do not. How much reduced damage do they do? And like half the damage a hug does.
Yeah, I'd say half the damage of the body.
Same for the rooms with the ropes. If they spit fireballs at you, if there's a lot of shit on screen, try to take a hit from the fireball from one of those ropes.
I'd say pretty much every enemy in the game, the body's gonna do more than the beams, just about, except for like a Rebanak off its horse. Like you can run into the body of the horseman like a ton of times. It does almost nothing for whatever reason.
Maybe they
I'm
forgot to
still
program a value
really
to it.
sticking it to Link there.
Oh, it looks like
Yes.
he's getting past it now. Ooh, now that Moa's on him.
Well, hey, at least everybody started with that cross, so you can see that thing.
Oh yeah, that's right. We started with the cross.
I
It
kind of
also
thought
was-
no one would have remembered that.
I remember the glove and the boots. That was something. I was
What I
like,
said
oh,
is I even wrote down what we started with, and I forgot.
I saw the items that we started with, and I was like, oh, this could be a really fast seed. Wonder what he does now. Is he gonna take the drop? Yes.
All right, guys, I'm gonna step out. Thanks for having me in. Thanks for doing the restream and the commentary.
Indeed, congratulations
bet.
again. Good playing.
GG, Eunice.
Yeah,
Good
good
game.
game again, man.
Right, I'm gonna go off as well. It's 4:24 a.m. here,
Oh my
and
goodness.
for some reason the birds outside are waking up, and I still gotta get some sleep. So,
Hey, well, you have a good night, and thank you for
Thank you.
racing tonight.
yeah, thanks for the restream. It's been
congratulations.
fun. It was a fun seat to play.
Awesome. Well, thanks
And for everybody watching, I hope you'll tune in for the tournament as well. We will have some good races coming up. So thanks for watching, and everybody, good night.
Well, Link7 has found his way to Dark Link.
If Trails makes the right choices, he won't be too far behind. See how that actually goes.
Yeah, there we go. Link7777 has finished with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 54 seconds. Good enough for 5th place overall, 3rd place on the stream. Well done. Do want to take the moment here to give a shout out to the man behind the scenes running the restream, Yoni Man, and again our awesome tracker, the Alan Heffley, coming in after doing that great tournament reveal show we had just before we started this.
I just want to say I do appreciate you both.
Had a 6th place finish. Amazing Toaster has finished in 6th place. Let's say hello.
Here my Link 7s. Welcome. Good game.
Hey, thanks.
Yes, good game. So, those not so many heart containers.
Yes, the lack of heart containers was a little bit painful.
So we've seen 4, and we figure by process of elimination there could only be 5.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, I only ended up picking up 1.
which one did you grab?
Was it 6?
Yeah, there was one in 6.
There was 1 in 6. That's the one I grabbed.
There was also one on Maze Island.
Okay, yeah, I didn't go through the encounters there.
And then if there is another one, we don't know where it is. But
I was
Desert
wondering
Child
if there was one in
or
Hammer Cave.
no, Hammer Cave was a pea bag. It could either be Desert Tile or hidden behind the 7th magic container in Kasuto.
Okay. Yeah, I had face planted in Hammer Cave a couple times. I think the thing that did save that a little bit is, like, Life 5 was pretty decent. So, even with 3 heart containers, you weren't dying in 1 hit. It was usually at least 3. But still, with only 2 lives, that blue bird knight in the Great Palace that you had to get through really smoked me a bunch of times.
yes, that annoying bluebird.
So we have Joshy here asking how you feel about getting into a rumble with him first round in the tournament.
Oh, that'll be fun. I just saw that matchup before the race, and that'll be good. We have some SHI tournament history together, so it'll be fun. And he's had some success in tournaments and Zelda 2 Randomizer, so good.
Oh. Well, Trails has left Great Palace. My guess is that he's looking for any kind of container to help him out here.
Container or just leveling up is another thing.
Yeah, Attack 4 GP is no fun at all.
I never really came across a good grind spot. So sometimes you find a palace right at the beginning where you can spawn a iron knuckle and get 200 a pop or something. But
There's always the chance of the 500-point dripper enemy. That's always the dream. Almost
yeah, I
never
did
happens.
notice that the dripper enemy was the Mago, and those things can be heavy experience, but I didn't kill one to see what it was worth.
I don't think we've actually seen anybody kill one of those. Yeah, it's a good point, though.
So it actually could have been in this seed, and I just didn't stick around to try it.
Yeah, I feel like by the time anybody found one of those dripper enemies, they were just already It's just there to clear stuff and get to Great Palace.
What? So this was a 3-gem seed. I'm wondering what palaces people completed.
So Unos did 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
Monkey 1, 2, and 4.
Yeah.
And looks like Trails 1, 3, and 4.
Oh, that's interesting. I don't think I ever saw 2, 3, or 4.
I know 3 was in Death Valley.
Okay, I did see Valley of Death. I didn't go there.
I didn't
Ended
see
up doing
specifically
1,
where
5,
2
and
and 4 were.
6.
Amazing Toaster reporting that he did 1, 3, and 4.
Actually, it was a pretty easy Palace 5.
And I seem to have missed it, but Zarnax 42 took 7th place, 1 hour, 15 minutes, 50 seconds.
6 probably set me back a while, but after exploring half of it, I already knew where not to go, so stuck with it.
Right. Yeah, Unos was the only one on stream that really didn't go through 6 at all. Everybody else dug through 6 and found the item, didn't kill the boss though. You're the only one that decided to actually kill Martha. Oh gosh.
I think I saw Unos finish just as I finished 6, and at that point I thought, well, probably Thunderbird is not required, and I know where 5 is, so...
That's exactly what Vonky was saying for that exact same reason.
Yeah, that's exactly what he was saying. It looks like Life actually has a pretty decent refill. I think it's 5.
Yeah, that can be painful when it's like a 1-box refill, I suppose.
It's definitely played into a couple withdrawals I had, where I just was not going to go through with everything and only have, 1 refill on life.
Yeah, that can't be fun.
Trail's trying to decide where to go after that painful blue Bird Night waffle room.
Oh my gosh.
Now, is he going to take the drop?
He's not
Gonna
gonna
survive. Does not. Takes an unfortunate game over.
I really confused myself at the beginning of the seed because I was thinking I found Death Mountain, which was the only thing really accessible without crossing the water, and I found like there's a really quick path through it. I thought, oh, that's kind of lucky. This could have been really mean, and then I realized, well, you started with boots, so do that.
Right. Yeah, so we start with glove, boots, and what was it, the flute?
Flute for sure.
So like you see those when you start. I don't know, what's the first thing in your mind thinking, oh gosh, we're not gonna have to we're just gonna run through this seed?
Oh, well, I was kind of thinking, at least for the West, right, the big thing you really need to find is the raft. I was thinking, explore the West until you find the raft.
Which,
especially
of course,
once I saw Great Palace.
Yeah, so raft being in level 1, I don't think it took you too long to find that one. I don't remember how long you took to go back into 1 for the item.
Yeah, it didn't take too long.
There's Trails here, unfortunately, beat level 1 early, and then never went back in until it was like either that or Palace 5.
Yeah, I think when I started running short on caves, I found the hammer, and there was one hammer block cave that I checked, and then I checked the rock in Death Mountain, and then I died in Death Mountain. Went to 1 after that. Easy to get through.
Well, thankfully you didn't look through Death Mountain for it too much, because I don't. Did you go through Death Mountain?
I had gone through it. I just I failed the hammer cave a couple of times because I was short on life, and there's a red Dyra at the end of it.
Yes. Did you ever see what the item was?
I did not. Somebody in this.
It was a 500 point pea bag. Yeah, it was a pea bag.
As was the item in the rock.
Yeah.
A
Trails.
couple of those pea bags early were actually really helpful.
Oh yeah.
Maybe not as helpful as a heart container would have been.
Oh yeah, you know, that'd be a thing.
Trails again demonstrating that this room is just no joke.
This room is so much garbage. This one specifically is hard. Well, that's a very expensive life spell. And he still doesn't get the red jar. Magic 5, that life spell still costs a lot. Oh.
Interesting strategy, but I get the logic there.
Yep. I like that.
And no jar.
Oh, the bubble!
Oh!
Alright, he's got another life.
Probably a bit of a relief for him. He's not too far away from Dark Link at this point.
He's not. I don't think there's too many more rooms in front of him that are as difficult as that one honeycomb room, but...
Oh, it should be pretty straightforward.
If
Maybe
it,
the next room or two.
if he's made the right... There it is. Alright.
Alright, well, thanks for the commentary, guys. I think I'll leave you guys to it.
Alrighty, man. Thanks for joining us in here, and thanks for letting us restream you, and good game. Well played, Seed, sir. Good luck in the... You're in this tournament, so... yeah, real quick, what do you think of your first round matchup?
Yeah, Josh AD will just be a fun one to race. One of those ones where I feel like he's more of a casual player, so losing to him would be frustrating. But there's a lot of randomness to, the seed, and a lot of things can happen, and sometimes skill is less of a problem. Based on his performance in the last Zelda 2 randomizer tournament we did, it could go either way for sure.
Cool. Alrighty. Well, again, good playing, and hope to see you in the tournament as we go through it.
Alright, sounds good. Thanks, guys.
Have a good one.
Thank you. Have a good one. Okay, so Trails finishing with an official time of 1 hour, 15 minutes, 50 seconds. We'll be trying to pull him in here momentarily for a quick interview.
once we get him in here, down where we are. So, while we're waiting for a trail... Oh, there he is! Tails!
Hey, what's going on?
So, how much do you hate birds dressed in blue armor?
A lot. That magic jar, that double enemy waffle room, man. Holy
Yeah.
smokes, man! I was laughing hysterically when I got the Dark Link. I couldn't stop laughing because it was like, geez, man, all I wanted was the shield spell. Did anyone ever find a medicine anyway?
Not that we saw, no.
No.
Was that the last one on stream that finished?
Yes.
Yeah, I kind of figured. I totally missed Palace 1, so I didn't get the raft until, like, later on. Like, 30 minutes in, I finally find the raft.
Yeah,
And,
that was unfortunate.
Yeah, it was very unfortunate. And then, I dove in 5 for a little bit because I was hoping for a quick boss. But whatever. I mean, that's Max Rando for you, you know?
Oh, absolutely. But yeah, no, the, obviously Thunderbird not being required, which is really nice. But, yeah, we were watching you go through that room, and I'm sitting there thinking, man, that room is harder than Thunderbird would be right now.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, if Thunderbird and Dark Link were in the first room on the right, I think I would have much appreciated that GP a lot more.
Right.
Well, either way, you sub 90'd it, which is
Absolutely.
an awesome time. That's absolutely respectable. So, you have nothing to feel bad about.
Yeah, that room was the real boss of this seed.
Yeah, pretty much, right?
Did everyone else have a difficult time like I did trying to go through there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Yeah, that was... Everybody's basically said if there was more rooms like that, it would not have been a fun seed. Especially with only 2 lives, and Uno's only had 2 hearts when he went through the darn thing.
Are you serious? I mean, that's the top tier kind of player. I mean, he's like, top tier. He can do stuff like that with just 2 heart containers. Like, one hit KO, I couldn't do that. But I mean, whatever. I mean,
He still had a hard time with that room, don't get me wrong.
Oh, I bet. And I mean, I've done seeds with RCS where it was like, 2 heart containers, 2 lives. And we battled through it, you know what I mean? But man, this that room, man, was the boss of this season for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, the final boss fight seems very anticlimactic. In fact, Dark Link in general seems very anticlimactic once you get to him. But no, it was So let me think here. Outside of the raft in 1, yeah, other than that, you didn't seem to have too many problems with this scene, other than the raft in 1 and that stupid room. You didn't seem to have too many problems with the seed. Unfortunate you went through Death Mountain and found the 2 point bags inside there.
Yeah, was I the only one that did that?
You weren't the only one that went diving that deeply into. You were the only one that found both items in there, yes. Link 7's went into Hammer Cave twice, didn't make it, and decided to stop trying.
I think I might have made it my first try. I don't know. But anyway, that was a seed, man. That was definitely a seed, and man, I was hoping and praying and wishing for that shield spell, man. When I was going into the 2 casinos at the end, man, all I wanted was that shield spell because I already knew what I had to do. Yeah,
we know where shield was. We no one ever got it, but we saw which one. It's Rudo. Rudo had it. Trophy Town.
Yeah, I mean,
think it was actually Mito.
Mito, no, you're right. I'm sorry. No, you're right. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. Mito had it. No one ever found the holy water.
Yeah, I mean, I had a couple unfortunate things, like my pals for like I up and 8 instead of going left at the crumble lava room. Like
Yeah,
that would've
okay,
been-
I was gonna ask, was that was just an accident?
Nah, I took the drop, and I got hit by one of those moas and knocked before I could go right. So I never got a chance to explore that. So
Okay.
that sucked. And then I went into 5 for a little bit. But if I would have found one earlier, I wouldn't have been looking for the raft for 30 minutes.
Right.
But whatever.
It was a seed, but you fought it out and you finished under 90 minutes. We still got more people in this race right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
so once again, awesome time.
Indeed. Yeah, Jay Coper and Nightcrawler are still, and King Da are still racing this one out. Not on stream, but
yeah, I wonder how those guys are doing with that waffle room. Jesus.
all right. So, good.
I don't think I've laughed that hard in a long time.
So,
Yeah,
any other
I was-
thoughts or?
Nah, this that room just had me in tears, laughing. At the end of the seed, I was like, wow, really? Like, whatever. But anyway, man, thank you guys so much for having me to do chit chat after the race or whatever, man. Thank you guys so much for everything you guys do. It's really
Yeah,
cool.
thanks for letting us stream you. It's always nice to have people who let us put them on stream for these weeklies.
Yeah, I mean, I like to do it, but I also would rather someone else do it sometimes. But it's cool. I mean, I'm always afraid that I'm gonna play like I did tonight. You know what I mean?
Don't worry about it. We know you're a much better player than that stupid room.
Yeah.
Yeah, all it takes is a couple trolls, and that'll add 20 minutes to your time easy, and can't hold that against yourself.
Was that the only one on stream that finished with 4 heart containers?
No. I think Vonky also had all 4. Link 7 only had 3, and then Unos had 2.
Wow, man, Yunus, what a player!
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna jump off here, man. Thank you for
Yeah.
inviting me to speak.
Indeed.
You guys have a good rest of the night.
Have a good one,
Yeah,
man.
you too. And good
Yeah.
game again.
Well, Duster, any
GG.
indeed. Duster, any final thoughts of this before we wrap it up?
Just that Death Mountain troll and that Bird Night room. Other than that, I'm really looking forward to the Max Rando tournament coming up, and I'll be trying to commentate as many of those as I'm able, given my work schedule.
Indeed. Alrighty, well, excuse me. Well, everybody, it's been a great time. But that is going to do it for us tonight. And for us on the Randomania network tonight. We are going to be hosting Sky Bills, who is currently running the St. Jude Play Live Marathon. Which is a great little thing. A great marathon.
Wonderful cause.
Absolutely. So we're gonna go ahead and toss it over to there. So in fact, you know what? Let's don't forget that. Let's do a raid. I'm a mod here. We can raid this. Let's do a raid. We're gonna raid, and so everybody stick in here, and we're gonna go join Sky Bills over in the marathon. And we're just gonna raid the channel. All right. Thank you all for watching, and you all have a wonderful, wonderful night. Good night, everybody.
Have a wonderful night.